What's up, beautiful people? Today is November 6th, and you know, I didn't, as I was getting ready to do this energy report, I realized, fuck, I didn't do yesterday's. So I sincerely apologize about that. My days have been a little bit blurred together, and I think that that energy is kind of going on a lot. This Mercury square Saturn, it's really like the communication. It's really popping off a lot of stuff in our brains. So um, you don't be surprised if you're feeling ascension symptoms pretty heavily, right? My brain's been feeling a little like just forgetting things here and there, and being a little spacey, brain foggy, kind of. A lot of these ascension symptoms are real right now, and honestly, for the rest of the year, it's probably going to be pretty intense. Now, this can bring a lot of clarity, or it can just knock you out if that's what you need. But just remember, okay, that whatever it is that you're feeling right now, whatever it is that you're feeling, it's because this is what you require, what your spirit, what your soul requires. So I know for me, I'm like, go, go, go. I want to just make shit happen. I want to get it done. I want to get out there and handle business. You know what I'm saying? But especially with Mars, still retrograde and is now slowing down, almost about to go direct. That Martian energy is going to be getting stronger and stronger too, and we're going to be hitting a crescendo here next week. It's gonna pop, and it's gonna open up all these things. So I want you to pay attention to your survival archetypes, right? If you haven't read my book, Decrypting the Language of the Human Body, please go ahead and do that on my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com. You can download it for free, okay? Because right now, especially, and I've talked about this before, right? The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, this is the third of three, okay? What it has really been doing at the very core, it has been making us face all of our survival archetypes within, okay? And the survival archetypes are the wounded child, the saboteur, the victim, and the prostitute. Okay, so whatever aspects of these that you might have in your mind going on, okay, it's going to be loud as hell right now, right? It's going to be screaming at you. If you're doing something that is feeding one of those, it's going to be, hello, big fly. It's going to be knocking you on the head pretty obviously at this point, okay? This is the universe saying, hey, it is time. You need to listen to your higher self. Right now, we are at this crescendo, at this tipping point, right? Where, the ego is being recalibrated, and the higher self is like, okay, come on, let's go. But the ego is like, nah, I want to fight. Let's go. No, fuck that. I want things to be this way. Things have to be blah, blah, blah. Things have to look like this. Things have to feel like that, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of these things we've been attached to, we may be, excuse me. A lot of these things are from the past that we've been, holding on to that are no longer serving our highest and best good. It is time to go. Okay. So as these things keep coming up, it could be intense. It could be easy. It's different for everyone, but whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, right? It's going to be, this is like customization. Okay. There's no, like, everybody's going to be feeling something very, very different. And the spectrum is all, it's wider and wider each, because as the collective grows, as we grow, the collective grows, right? So as this energy expands, we expand our ability to feel, to see, to think, to experience. So all this collective energy going on in the world right now, which is massive, okay? And we're coming into this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, the third one, closing out that process of that learning process. So it's all, we're going through the needle, like, the plunger. If you can picture it, going right through there. So it's uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable. Okay. But deep down, here's the thing. How do you know how to trust between intuition and fear. All right. Well, intuition is the still small voice that's behind the emotional stuff. Intuition is not emotional. Intuition is not loud. Intuition is not, it doesn't pull. It just sits right here, very still, very silently, and it just knows. The thing is, we have to learn to trust it, because what happens is we hear it, then our ego gets involved, and it's like, well, what if, and how come, and where do, and blah, blah, blah. We pull up all these stories, and we make it emotional, and then we overcomplicate it, right? The key is to silence the mind. Silence the mind. And start incrementally, one step at a time, trusting that feeling that you have deep down in your heart. And I know, I've had this been going on for me too. And I think like the more pushy, or the more like, I guess, I don't know, alpha you are, the more like go-getter you are, kind of, the more that this is going to be hitting us. All right, because this is making us sit down and say, hey, look, you gotta feel, you gotta trust. You must learn to harness the trust of your heart. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself as well. Okay, so allow that energy to unfold. Allow that energy to be picked apart and go into the unknown, bit by bit by bit. And if you start to break a habit or a pattern, okay, typically what starts to happen is you start to question and what if and oh my God and doomsday and all this stuff. That's when you need to meditate. That's when you need to clear your mind, because this is just your mind. We are in a battle internally, and externally, the proof is being shown in the world. And everything that's going on in the world right now is proof of what's going on in here in all of us. Okay? So that is your energy report for November 6th. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you would like a reading from me, please go to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com, and click on services. You can click the link in the bio or in the description box below. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see all you beautiful people tomorrow.